Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. On my last video, I was explaining the do's and don'ts on doing the head gasket. It was on my 1992 4runner, and I had a problem with the mass airflow sensor. I started it up when the head gasket blew out, and it detonated, and it did something to the mass airflow sensor. So what I did was I took the mass airflow sensor out of my 94 here, and I put it in the 92, so that ran well. So now I stuck the other airflow sensor that's no good. I put it back in the 94 here, and it's having a problem. Okay, so what I did so far is it has this plastic cover that's held on with silicone here. So I just cut all the silicone out of it. I just pulled this thing off. I saw in another video, I looked at another video on YouTube, and the guy was explaining, to take that cover off to see what's going on in here. It does have the check engine light. It has a code 31. So I don't know if this thing just is completely burned out, or maybe we could fix it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just start it up. And this over here, this is the flapper to let the air in. So we're going to just begin by starting it up, and you'll see how it runs. And I'm just going to play around with this. I tried to disconnect the connector here, but there's a circuit in here that's for the fuel pump. So when I disconnected it, when I started it up and disconnected the wire to it, it just cut out. So the guy even said that too when I looked at the video. So we're going to see what happens. If worst comes to worst, I'll try to get one out of the junkyard or something. I just need this truck to pull a trailer around the yard here, and that's it. The truck is off the road. I'm not insuring this thing. I had this truck insured for the last 3 years, depending on, snow plowing, and it hasn't snowed hardly any. It didn't snow at all last year. It didn't snow at all the year before, and I think 3 years ago I went out once or twice or something. So it was like $4,000 wasted between keeping this truck on the road and, it's just, I just resigned from the snow plowing business. I'm not even going to bother with that anymore. So, okay, I'm going to start it up right now, and you can hear how it runs. What's happening is it's running very rich. It's burning gas like there's no tomorrow. Well, I left the key on and killed the battery now, so now I got to put the battery charger on it. Okay, I've got the battery charger on it, and I'll start it up and we'll see what it does. Like I said, I'm going to try to just move this flapper around. Worst comes to worst, I'll tie the flapper open so the cool air could come in. What it is air has to come in here and go into the throttle body and mix with fuel as it's going through the plenum and the intake. And the way it's running, I'm pretty sure that this flapper may not even be opening at all, or it's not opening enough. And there's a way to adjust this too that I saw on the video, but I'm not really seeing how you can do it. We'll just have to keep playing around with it and see what happens. See the smoke? That's all fuel, unburned fuel. something happened to this whole assembly. I don't know what exactly happened, but I don't know. Then right here, there's a plug right here. The guy was saying that you could pop this plug out here. It's like a metal cover. What you do is you put like a self-tapping screw in here and just pull the thing out. And then there's an adjustment there, in there for the air mixture. But I don't know if it's gonna make a difference because I was just playing around with this here. It wasn't making a difference. So I don't know, coincidentally, something electrically went wrong with this when the head gasket blew on the other truck. I don't know. If anybody knows, please comment me and let me know what you think. I'm going to try to start it up again and see what it does. As I give the gas, just move. That's what it did when the head gasket blew on the other one. Pull this off the connector, it stops running. Now I forgot what point of this he showed where it operates the fuel pump. I guess that's like a safety thing. For when this isn't working, it cuts off the fuel pump. This clip's a pain in the ass. I think I'm just going to take it right off for now. I'm going to check a couple of more things out, and I'll be right back with you. I don't know, it seems to run a little better, but it was on the cold start loop before, so it was rich to begin with. But my brother said there's some kind of sensor in there that you got to wipe off once in a while. You got to take this thing apart. But I don't know. Yeah, it's still rich. You can see the smoke. Unless it's just the oil burning off this. This needs valve cover gaskets and everything. This truck. I think what we'll do now is I'll shut it off and I'll jump the diagnostic connector over there. I'll show you how you do that. And then you can read the amount of times that the check engine light blinks to get the codes out. So if it still has a code 31, we know the mass airflow sensor is still sending a signal to the computer that something's wrong with it. So we'll do that now. Okay, what I've done now is I jumped the diagnostic connector here to see what codes we had in the computer. And what you're going to do is, this is the diagnostic connector, of course. So what you're going to do from the back towards the front, and this is towards the engine here. You're going to go 1, 2, 3 towards the engine here. You can stick one end of the wire in there. Then you're going to go to the second row and go 2 in. And you're going to stick the wire in that connector. So it's 3 across the top, and then it's 2 across the middle. Okay, I've done that. And then I checked for codes. So I had a code 14. I had a code 26, which it always has a code 26. I don't know if it's got a bad oxygen sensor or what. But then it had the code 31, which is a mass airflow sensor. So what I'm going to do now is disconnect the battery, and I'm going to reset the computer. So once I do that, it'll have 0 codes in there. And then what you're going to want to do is start the truck up again and let it run and see if it kicks on the check engine light. If it kicks it back on and it's a code 31, then we still have a problem with the mass airflow sensor. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and we'll start it up and see what happens. Okay, so you're going to want to pull that jumper wire off the diagnostic connector before you start it up again, just to let you know. And we're going to start it up and see if we got what we got. Check engine light's right around here somewhere. So let's see if that kicks on again. It should have kicked it on already, because it used to kick it on immediately. Now, fiddling around with that mass airflow sensor, I don't know. I have no idea if that did anything to make it better, because I really didn't do anything. Alright, maybe I'll just take it around the parking lot a little bit and see if the light kicks on and see if it has power. Okay, we're gonna test it, see what happens. It seems to be running halfway decent, so if it could run this good, stay this good, and the check engine light hasn't kicked on yet, it should be alright for now. Okay, it kicked on the check engine light again, so what we'll do now is we're going to see what code we have in there now. If it's a code 31, then it's the mass airflow sensor. But it seems to run halfway decent to get away with it running around the yard here. So we're going to jump that diagnostic connector and see what's going on. Okay, I figured I'd bring you back in here so you could see, so we could see which code we got in the computer now. I missed it. I was trying to put the camera on here, so I'm gonna have to do it again. Here, you just shut the key off. We'll turn it back on. See what code we got. So you count the lights. 1, 2, 3. 1. That's the mass airflow sensor. 1, 2, 3. 1. Alright, so we got a code 31 mass airflow sensor. So, I don't know, maybe I'll try to get one from the junkyard or something. I don't think I want to take it apart and try to clean that sensor or whatever in there. I'm not going to bother with that. If it stays running good enough, I know it's going to be a problem with the cold start because you got the cold start. It'll be in the cold start loop, and that makes the engine run, richer until it warms up. So, okay, that's it for this. Thank you. Bye. Everybody stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.